Beauty and the Beast is a new movie about Salma Hayek and her husband. He is one handsome man. Beauty and the Beast is the new retelling of the Disney classic, Beauty and the Beast, this time directed by Bill Condon, starring Emma Watson, Dan Stevens, Luke Evans, and Josh Gad. Notice that I said retelling, not reimagining, and that's because it's largely the same movie, albeit this time mostly live action instead of being animated. The reason I say mostly is because this movie has a heavy reliance on CGI, which is to be expected about a movie with a talking beast, talking clock, talking candlestick, talking bunch of other crap. And the CGI, I think, for the most part, works very well. It's almost meant to have this like otherworldly kind of feel to it. It's kind of like extra vibrant and stylized for the most part. At least like a lot of the places that they're going, it's just very visually kind of enhanced. It looks kind of neat for that way. It makes it look more like the cartoon, but then kind of why you want to make it look more like the cartoon when you're making a live action version. And I do say for the most part the CGI looks good. I'm not the biggest fan of the art style they went with the inanimate objects that are now animate. So the candlestick and all that stuff. They look good. So I didn't really like the art style, but it looked good. The one thing I kind of have a problem with is the Beast. I was a little let down with how he looked. I didn't particularly like the design, but the CGI I don't think looked that great. And that might be because I'm a little spoiled by last year's Jungle Book, which had amazing CGI, as well as the Planet of the Apes movies, the two newest ones, Rise of Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, especially Dawn, that pretty much looked like I was looking at real monkeys, which is pretty insane. I know they're apes, whatever, man. Huh? Luke Evans, who plays Gaston, when I saw that he was cast, I was like, he doesn't look right for the part at all. You need to find, like, Patrick Warburton 20 years ago. That looks like Gaston. However, his performance was really well. He was done really well. He sounded like Gaston and he acted like Gaston. So he got that part down, even though I don't think he really looked the part so much, but he played the part well. Josh Gad was cast kind of perfectly as LeFou, who, by the way, now is gay. And also back then was gay. Because if you watch the original, the dude still sings a song about Gaston and how much he loves him. I mean, I don't know why people are throwing a fit about that one. It's not like a real change of the character. He like winks one more time and you're like, oh no, he's gay and there's a problem with that. Well, most people aren't, but some people apparently are throwing a fit. But anyway, it's the same character. I don't even get it. It's not even a major change to him that he's gay. It's just kind of like an acknowledgement. Emma Watson gives a solid performance as Belle. Her acting is pretty on point and her singing is pretty damn good. I don't think it's quite as good as the cartoon though. And that's kind of part of the problem that I'm going to have over and over and over again, is that the movie really doesn't do enough to justify its own existence. It's told pretty much exactly the same as the 91 film, with like a song added here or there, and it's almost like they watched CinemaSins, and I know they couldn't have because that came out too recent, but it's almost like they watched CinemaSins and they're like, oh crap, let's correct that beginning part. He's only 10. Let's change. He's not going to be a 10-year-old anymore that we're going to punish. He'll be like a 20-year-old. We're going to punish him then. Oh yeah, the townspeople aren't going to know. We need to say why the townspeople don't know. And they just went through and they corrected some of the few logical inconsistencies that were there in the original film. I guess being a 10-year-old isn't really a logical inconsistency, but it is a problem. Another thing that I will have to say is that the cartoon was really, really well shot. Which is kind of weird to say about a cartoon because it's not really shot, it's animated. But if you look at the 91 film, specifically the ballroom scene where they go in there and the camera swings down and there's that whole sweeping shot of them dancing and it looks pretty amazing. Nothing like that in this film. There's no big, amazing shot, which is kind of crazy because we have advanced so far in modern technology and what we can film and how we can film it and all the computer effects beyond that. So beyond how you can just film it, also the stuff that you can use to kind of fill in the gaps and make everything look even more amazing. They didn't even attempt to do a shot. as good as the 91 film did it. So I don't want it to come off like I'm dumping on the movie too much. It's not a bad movie. It's a good movie. And I'd probably like it even more if the 91 version didn't exist. But because this movie doesn't do as much to differentiate itself, it's kind of hard to ignore that the previous one exists. Beauty and the Beast is rated B-. So this movie, for all intents and purposes, is just a remake. The live action part is kind of besides the point. So with that being said, name a remake of a film that you actually really enjoyed, that maybe even topped the original for you. One I'm going to have to go with is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. It's actually a remake of an older sci-fi film, I believe from the 50s, called The Thing from Another World. John Carpenter's The Thing is kind of a master in suspense and horror. If you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go see it now. So again, name a remake that you actually really enjoyed, maybe even surpassing the original for you. Make your mark below in the comments section. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. It's well done for what it is, which is, again, mainly... Damn you... What is the clock's name? Damn you, Cogsworth! Haha, look at him. So again, it doesn't really do enough to differentiate. It doesn't really do enough to differentiate. So again, it's a well done film for the most part. It's well acted. The songs are generally pretty well done as well. Too many wells. So again, the movie is